if you have a brick home, at some time in the life cycle of that home, you're going to have to repoint the bricks. That's just all there is to it. And so today, that's what I'm working on. I'm beginning that process by removing the old mortar and these steps. And as you can see here, I have removed this one. And oddly enough, I'm using this old file to remove the mortar. It is just perfect. I'm certain there's a tool out there specifically made for this. But for right now, I'm using this old file and it's just coming out perfect. And I'm going to work on this today. I'm not going to refill the holes today because it's supposed to rain this afternoon and possibly tomorrow. So I'm just going to work on it today, remove the mortar where it needs to be removed, and then I will fill these holes later in the week. What I'm really trying to do here, I'm trying to focus in on the areas where the mortar has sinking down or is cracked, and I'm just removing some of the old mortar. And with this tool right here, this old file, it is really coming out really nicely. And I just want to get the hole deep enough and clean so that I can put new mortar in. And as I said, it's working very well. But as you can see here, I've cleaned this out, and normally I think what someone would do is just clean it out here and then put new mortar in, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to clean it all the way back to this point here so that I can get a nice clean bead of mortar in here. And there you go. I'm getting it now. So it's coming out really nicely. And as you see, I've got a nice clean bead here, a nice opening. So now I can get I can put mortar in here and I can clean it up really well. Okay, for today I've completed removing the mortar where I thought it needed to be removed, and I'll give you a close-up. I've removed it all the way down. I wanted to get it down 3 to 4 inches, well, at least a couple inches, so that when I put the new mortar in, it'll have something to grab onto. And so that's what I've attempted to do. Now, this is the lucky part. Guess what? I didn't break a single brick. I thought for certain I might break one or so. I've got some extra ones out here that I saved when they were constructing the house. But as I say, I really don't want to have to replace any bricks. I just rather keep the ones I have. So I figure I was pretty fortunate that I didn't have to replace any bricks. Now, looking through the documentation for the construction of our home, I found the original mortar that we used, the color, and but they don't make it anymore. And Riverside Brick has assured me that this is very close to what we originally purchased from them. This is a 75-pound bag. I don't need 75 pounds. I only need about 1 pound for what I'm going to do today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use 1 pound and then put this in a nice, secure, waterproof container so that I will have it going forward. Now, it looks like to me that it says here, use 1 cubic foot of color masonry cement and approximately 3 cubic feet of sand. And so I'm going to take that to be a 1-to-3 ratio. What I also did is I went out and purchased this Sac Creek multi-purpose sand from Lowe's, and I'm getting ready to mix this up now in a wheelbarrow. I want to take my time to make certain that I do this correctly. If I don't, I think it will impact the color and the strength of the mortar. So this is beautiful color. I love it. It looks very similar to what we have on the house. I might get just a little bit more runny, but I need to get it down in And I know the brick is going to absorb some of it. I'm doing this early in the morning because I don't want the sun beating down on it. Okay, well that should do it. I've decided to be really brave and show you guys my first attempt at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it down in here. And I bought this pointing tool right here that you see right here this morning so that I could get it down in here nice and firmly. And wow, it seems to work great. Now what I'm going to do is put some more mortar on here. I can already tell you I haven't mixed up enough mortar, but I've mixed up enough to do this. This is the other tool I purchased. Let me butter it in here. I want to get it nice and solid in here. These are the tools that I use for today's project. I bought these two this morning here. This is a 1/4 inch. This is for repointing, and everybody knows what this is. And this trowel here has been sitting out there for years. As you can see, it's kind of rusty, but it's, as I said, it's been sitting out there for many years unused. I rarely need these trowels, but when you need them, you need them. It's been a couple hours now since I completed this project. Came out here, took the tarp off, wanted to see what it looked like, and I'm pretty pleased. I mean, the color, it looks really good. I think it's going to be very similar to what we have on the house now. Not too much difference. I got to do a little cleanup work here and there. The bricks need to be washed. I might get some asset for that. But overall, I'm very pleased.